Well, hello and welcome to the Bowtie Gardens. We're out here today next to a little bed between the pepper beds and the tomato beds in bed number 3 of our Joseph garden. It's a raised bed that's about 2 feet high, and the soil is kind of dipped down, and this is where we planted garlic already this year. And I didn't have anything to plant in there right now, and if you've watched the videos, you know I was traveling a lot, so I didn't know what was going to be happening here. So I just mulched over this with a sheet of cardboard. What that means is just laying a sheet of cardboard on there so that a lot of weeds don't grow. The cardboard still allows water to get through, so it still gets wet, and there's actually a drip line underneath here, so yeah, it still stayed moist, but we didn't have a lot of weeds. Now, the cardboard wasn't quite as big as the bed, and so there's going to be a little bit of cleanup. But all in all, not a whole lot. So there's a little bit you can see along the back edge over there that I'm going to have to clean. But anyway, so today's the day. It is August 23rd, and it's down to time to decide what to do with this bed. I have a few minutes today, and amongst all the other stuff we're doing today. But I thought I'd get out here and plant some zucchini, and I have some, these are Livingston zucchini, no sponsorship or anything, but it's zucchini dark squash, zucchini dark. And we're at August 23rd, so we're coming up close to the end of the growing season. Now, for some of you, I know the growing season may be ending in 2 to 4 weeks. We are in the panhandle of Florida, Destin to be exact, and it's a little warm right now. We're heading pretty closely, hopefully within 10 or 12 days, we are looking at getting a little bit cooler. Now, our temperatures typically run low to mid 90s this time of year, and so it's comfortable. It's good for germinating seeds, and here in about 2 weeks we're going to start seeing those temperatures dropping off. Now, because we're in Florida, if you look up on Google your first average frost date, you can find out when the average is of when you get your first frost date in your area. And so what I've done here is I know our first average frost date, and let's figure out what we can grow. Hi, I'm Bowtie Dave. So these seed packets typically will tell you on the back how long it takes to germinate, how long it takes to get to maturity, and all these kind of things. Now, this Livingston packet of zucchini does not say how long it takes to germinate. However, I know it's probably going to be about a week, let's just say. So the days to maturity. Now, the days to maturity is planted out from transplant. That's typically 2 weeks after you've started the seed. And so we're starting the seed today. We're going to put it in the direct sow them in the ground, so we're not going to have to transplant. But you figure 45 to 50 days to maturity, and add another 2 weeks to that. So we're looking at 60 days before we're going to get something out of this. And hopefully it'll produce better than my last attempt at zucchini. I think Mrs. Bowtie is a little disappointed in my gardening, and I'm not a master gardener. I am not even experienced gardener. This is my 4th year of what I call successful gardening, and sometimes it's not that successful. If you saw my garden tours that just came out, yeah, it's been a discouraging year. So anyway, what I'm going to do is, and so we're in the middle of August. that puts these things growing and producing by hopefully the middle of October, which could give me a whole month of production before we get our average first frost date, which just excites me because we would finally have something from a disappointing summer. So you can kind of plan things out. This is a late crop for me. I am not very good with planning out stuff like this. Watch any of my videos and you'll see that. I'm trying to get better. Next year I have all the intentions of planting my tomatoes a whole lot earlier before they do this. I've actually trimmed quite a bit of dead stuff off of these, but you can see they're looking pretty ragged. So we'll try intentions next year. But so anyway, I'm just going to put the camera on fast mode here, and I'll get the cardboard pulled off here and the stuff I've got weighing down the cardboard. Get this all pulled off and see what we got. Maybe a little cleanup too. Here we go. So whenever I pull cover like this, the lizards just come out of the woodworks. They know what this means. They know there's lots of food to be had. So look at him go. Look at him go. He is just going after those bugs. About the fourth one I've seen already. I've seen him jump off the fence and onto the ground inches from my hand and grab food. So I have some hot garden soil here. A little moist. It's been sitting on the edge of my bed number 2 here for a while. Gonna make a mound out of that. Right here where the emitter is. Oops, there's the emitter. I got an emitter. There's an emitter right there in the middle of that mound, which is where I'm gonna plant a few of these zucchini seeds. And see, that cardboard just made everything go real fast. There's one bucket of weeds that I had to pull, and that was it. That's easy. I'm gonna put in, what's that, 5 seeds. Spread them out a little bit. If I can get 2 or 3 plants out of that, I'll be ecstatic. So that's going to be the center of the zucchini bed, and hopefully that is where the zucchinis will grow up from and produce from. Now, the way zucchini grows, it's going to grow out in different directions, and that stem, that big stem that it's going to grow on, can actually root along several different areas. And that was one of the big mistakes I made with my other zucchinis over here. Watch the garden tour for the outer beds to see how bad it went. But I did it on weed fabric, and that was a big mistake because I was totally discounting the fact that those stems need to get rooted along the way, and I really didn't want to make more holes in my weed fabric because I'm going to save that area for a watermelon patch, which watermelon, it'll do great on that. It doesn't root in several different places. So next year, that area over there where the zucchini are dying now and not producing, will have a lot of watermelon. Over here, right now, we're gonna have, did you see that big water bug just came over the wall? Right here, right now, we're gonna have zucchini growing in between the hot peppers and the tomatoes. See if we can get it to work before we start to get cold for the season. So anyway, it's a short video. It doesn't take long to do stuff like this. I'm learning about mulching with the cardboard. Things like that really help. I'm probably gonna come across here with some wood chips and mulch the ground a little bit. And we'll watch these things grow. So be sure and check for maybe a short coming up here pretty soon, as soon as these things germinate, and we'll see how they do. If you've just stumbled along finding our channel and you have not done so, please subscribe. We talk mostly about life in the garden. And if you have subscribed, thank you very much. And thank you everyone for watching this video. That helps grow both these things help grow the community. If you thought this was informational, educational, inspirational, or just entertaining, watching some old guy out here in the garden getting his hands dirty, please click the thumbs up on this video, share on your social media with your friends who are fellow gardeners who might get something out of this and get an idea of something else to plant and how to study your growing season and how much time and evaluate how much time you have left. So anyway, there we go. Another bed done. I'm gonna see if I can get some wood chip on here. And yeah, have a blessed day.